So this really ain't it. A lot of these like mini controversies that are coming up, this is really one of the only reasons why I'm kind of like doing this, because I think we've kind of hit rock bottom. There were fundamentally aspects of Andor that were left in this season that I liked. So the titular character, Cassian Andor, most of what goes on with him, especially like in the first episode, and just even later stuff that we see in the third episode, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, when I really sat with everything by the end of the third episode, I was not really a fan of this particular season. My main gripe is the first two episodes, half of the episodes, or at least that's how it experienced to me, were spent on characters, many of whom disappeared, played by actors really who were, if anything, their acting was wood, their acting was lead, they were wooden, their dialogue was subpar, and then even the scenes in of itself just seemed kind of unnecessary. This is really sort of like minor spoilers I'm going into, but a big part of the first two episodes, just like, to me, you could have just cut all that out, and they could have even been potentially made into one episode with cuts and then, like fast forwards, or just even different writing. So I really had a problem with it, because one of the things that I really liked about the first season of Andor was the writing in of itself. Now, one of my problems that, even the fact that I had this problem, I think really going into this particular season, I knew that they were going to have issues because they needed more time to kind of expound, and they kind of had to compress. And to me, I think really the stuff that I didn't like was really because of the compression. So now I'm going to get more into like spoiler land. The whole kind of essay question, there's no need to have essay in Star Wars. I'm not a prude, but I don't need that in Star Wars. When I was first introduced to Star Wars, I was a child. Most people, when they're first introduced to Star Wars, are children. I don't really care about this mythical story from new people who, I don't know, have some kind of strange notion that everything has to be kind of like turned into some kind of inappropriate fantasy. Quote unquote inappropriate fantasies are fine, not for this universe though. There are universes that should be completely adult universe, not this universe. Create your own universe. This is originally like Lucas's universe. I don't know what like people are talking about, some of the stuff that I've seen online. So I originally wasn't going to make this video, but here I am making it, really just because like some of the stuff to me, like we just completely jumped the shark, especially like episode 3, we completely jumped the shark. And I think it was really unnecessary, because the particular character that was subjected to some of the stuff in episode 3, they tortured her completely in the first season. I was like, why would you want to like double down on that? It just was like, to me, was kind of atrocious. And that's what I want to say about these first 3 episodes. You want, like, subscribe. You can tell me that you don't agree with me in the comments. But to me, like, we've completely jumped the shark if we have people talking about how um, some of the events of episode 3 make the show better. No, they don't. It's just complete and utter nonsense.